Hello. I'm really cold already. All right, how's everybody doing? It's it's pretty dang chilly here today, and I live in an old house. Um, and I'm sitting next to a really big window. So we're gonna see how long I can manage this before I get too cold to continue. Hi, stars. How are ya? So it's -5 Fahrenheit here right now. That would be around -20 Celsius, and it's very cold. Yeah, I do want to work on a couple of these, but it'll probably be a shorter stream, because it's so heckin' cold. Um, yeah. Yeah, that is not enough of the degrees. Oh, I'm sure you went for a while yesterday after not, doing the stream for a bit, and it'll get you. It sure will. Um, You can probably hear mine is not exactly thrilled with life either. When it's this cold, it gets dry, right? And then I have a space heater in my room because I get cold, and that makes it even drier. So, it's gonna be a thing. Yeah, it's important to balance the like having fun and the making life a little more difficult on yourself, you know? So yeah, after this, I'm definitely gonna have some electrolytes and sit under my heated blankie. Um, But first, I do need to get some work done on these. Um, oh, other important things. Let me pin that message. So the new stickers are live in the shop, and there's also a coupon code. And I'm just gonna pin this if it'll let me. My laptop is, you know how she is. She's chugging. But maybe because it's this cold, she won't overheat today. We'll take that as a positive. I do have the fan going, but on the laptop. But and all of the stickers from the giveaway were shipped out yesterday. So that's going to be arriving to your place soon. I'm not sure exactly how soon for our international folks, but it doesn't take too long, especially since it's after the big holiday rush. It shouldn't be too bad, for USPS at least. Ooh, yeah, cold, cold. It was supposed to be a mild winter here, and I guess this is more mild than it was last winter, but we still are breaking records for snow and having days this cold, so I don't know. So we made a list last time of the colors I wanted to do. We've added a few. Oh, I definitely didn't write this here. Salish Sea, we accomplished last time. I just need to order some new thread colors. Probably when it gets that cold, it sure do spread. Do I have anything else to say that's important? Probably not. I think those were the big ones. Am I forgetting something? I am forgetting something. Gift subs are on sale right now, which is great. They're 25% off, which is a nice thing for Twitch to do twice in 1 year, because usually they only do September, and sometimes not even that. But I think they've realized that we like causing a little mayhem in general. So not just for me, but for everybody. I mean, streamers do only get half of the sub money, but since it's on sale, it's coming out of Twitch's side, which means basically you're giving the same amount of money to your streamer, but Bezos doesn't get as much, which is nice. Yeah, that's not too bad, stars. I mean, it's Alaska, we're cold here. That's a thing. But when it gets into the negatives, it's always like a bit of a pain in the butt. Especially because our house is old, so the insulation isn't great. We have like in the like open living quarters, we have the original windows to the house, and the house was built in the 70s, so they are not energy conscious windows. The ones in the bedrooms we had changed to stay up to code, but yeah, so it's a little chilly. So I'm just erasing some of the pencil lines underneath since we penciled in, or inked in, I guess, the other lines last time. And lightening up the other pencil lines. Let's see, I have the list of colors. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Like, there was probably a purpose to it, but my brain just did not hold on to it. That's fine. I did transfer my morning caffeinated tea into the mug from my little plastic doohickey travel mug, I guess, into the regular mug because I didn't finish it this morning. But I don't know that the tea warmer can actually hold up to the amount of cold that's in the room today. Because it's chilly. Oh, I also discovered, and I'm really excited about this. So we talked about some of my favorite games that I played this year last time, and I talked about I Am Dead, which is a really sweet game. Obviously has to do with death, if you couldn't figure that out from the title. And I've been in kind of a grief hole the past couple days, so I decided it was on sale on Steam. So I already played through it on Switch, so I bought it on Steam too because I think it's a good game. And especially for indie games, I'm very willing to double buy stuff. Because generally speaking, indie games don't charge as much as they're actually worth, especially compared to like AAA games, in my opinion. So I will purchase them multiple times to boost the numbers for sure if I like something. But I discovered that there's some achievements on Steam that I didn't do through the Switch playthrough because Switch doesn't have achievements because, I don't know, Nintendo is really behind the times, I guess, is the short version of that. So there's some things that I haven't done that I can do while I'm playing through, which is very exciting. Because, like, I enjoy replaying stuff anyway. Like, I'm not one of those people who sees a story once and then never watches it again. I'm very much a rereader, rewatcher, re-experiencer. But having a little bit of extra something is pretty fun. And I'm having fun with that, so. I'm surprised at how much I remember from the game. Like remembering the hidden spots for stuff. Because there are a few, there's collectibles for one, but there's also some like riddles for specific things you have to find in the various levels. I'm keeping this very vague on purpose because I also bought I Am Dead for Stars to play, so I don't want to spoil it. But there's riddles for stuff to find, and then there's just like regular collectibles. And I'm surprised at how many of them I'm remembering, even if it's not like outright, oh, there was one in this thing. I'm remembering like the angle that I need to look at to find stuff, and I find that very amusing. Because it's not like a straight up memory thing. It's more like a vague sense of, I think this was a thing, ? And then I'm right, and it's great. Yeah, I want you to enjoy it. And to be clear, I don't think I said this yesterday, but you don't need to play that on stream if you don't want to. I think that was at least implied if I didn't say that, but you should do whatever you want. The point is for you to enjoy it. It doesn't need to be a group activity. Yeah, memory is funky, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been in it the past few days, which is not like a shock or anything, and I was kind of expecting it. But yeah, some people feel like if a viewer gifts them something, and I mean, I'm not just a viewer, we're friends, but if a viewer gifts something, they feel very adamantly that they need to play it on stream. So I make sure to tell people, like, no, this is just because I think you'll like it. It doesn't have to be a thing that you do where everybody can see you. Yeah. Like on one side, it's good to have something like on deck that you know that you can play if you aren't feeling something specific. But also that pressure can sometimes make it feel like a burden instead of something fun. So I always make sure to tell people it's not a big deal if you don't. Although I do, if I think that it's something that a stream community will like, I will mention that. So I bought some games for Lib that I thought Lib would like. And I was like, this one I think your chat will have a lot of fun with, kind of a thing. But it's not a demand. I don't know. Some people get like really up in arms if you don't appreciate their gift correctly, which means that it wasn't a gift, it was a bribe. And I never want to be that person. Because a gift is something that is given without strings attached. If there are strings attached, then it's either a bribe or a trade, and you can't call it a gift anymore. Hot takes with Katie. I don't know. Gift giving culture is weird. I enjoy giving gifts for sure because I'm definitely, I don't know, I'm weird. I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm strange. So I don't know. I forgot where I was going with that sentence. We're just gonna go, I'm strange, and we can leave it at that. I really enjoy giving gifts, and like giving gifts is definitely a love language, but I don't know, if I see something and I think of someone, I'm gonna get it for you. That's just how it works. And the same goes for memes. So I'm definitely that person who will like see a meme that makes me think of you and send it to you at 2 in the morning. You don't gotta respond or anything. It's just like, hey, saw this, thought of you, here you go. Kind of situation. It's like I'm a cat bringing you a dead leaf from outside. You don't really need to react to it. It's just there. Yeah, I think there's definitely been a lot of people who are taking that very boomer gift-giving culture obligation and throwing it out the window, which I think is good. I think that's better for us as people, generally speaking. But like some gifts are a trade. So like a housewarming gift or like a host gift when you go to somebody's party, that's a trade. That's not a gift, it's a trade. Because you're giving them a gift for letting them in your house. That's a trade. And also a very fey way of interacting with the universe, don't you think? Okay. Let's see. I did that one last time and then didn't cross it off. Let's do Buddha next. Let's do Buddha. Because why not? There's a hair in the paint. Fixed it. Brain work, please? No. She doesn't want to work today, and you know what? That's valid. I think that's about right for that. And pale yellow, not cream. That's not quite right. I do also have the pastels I can look at. I feel like yellows are always very limited in like color sets. This guy, you seem about right. Are you? You're a bit lighter, but I think that is the same vibe. What color that is, we will have to deduce, but which means I need to figure out where I put the packaging for that. Which I don't know where I did. In here? I was right. Okay. It was right next to white. I don't think I moved those ones around, so I think that's ivory. That makes sense to me. Okay. I need a paintbrush. Ooh, stuck together. Scent flying. What's on you? Oh, there's tape. That's why they're stuck together. Why there's tape there, couldn't tell you, but it is. Okay. Let's get some butter yellow. I do still have the poll going for January's color of the month going on my Patreon. I think I just used going the same time in the same sentence. Whatever. It's fine. Tiers start at $1 a month, so you could just pop in and vote and then dip. I won't judge. Although maybe I should up the base level. It's not like I'm gonna make money off the dollar ones, but I know that some people just really can't afford more but still want to support. Butter. Butter, butter, butter. Okay. 05? Yes. Well, 005, same difference. Not really, but... and then we have Copic, pale yellow. My 11 and Posca. We decided this one was ivory. I need to punch holes. That's what I need to do. And we also need to decide on a thread color for this one. I think there's one, there, I don't know where I set anything after last time, I guess. I'm just gonna be a disaster of trying to find things. In there? No. Are you in here? Also no. Oh, actually, yes. There we go. I was saying something and I don't remember what it was. That's fine. It's too cold for brains to work today. I have been doing this, but I know vaguely where to put stuff. Here we go. I don't know why. I guess it's morning. I didn't wake up that long ago. It's cold. I was gonna say, I don't know why my brain is being such a butthole today, but you know what? That's not really my brain's fault. Oh, this is not as light as it seemed before. That's fine. It can be a little different. I do need to decide, or I guess not decide, but start thinking about what I want to do for the next color of the month. I haven't checked the poll this morning, but there was a winner so far that will probably remain winning. So I should start thinking about that. When does that poll end? Tomorrow, I think. I'm doing this. Butter. Butter is a color. Okay, let's... Welcome in, Wild About Oscar. Thank you for the follow. I love that username. That's so clever. So let's see what DMC color will be close to this. I'm guessing around here. Yeah, I think this guy is probably our best bet. Yeah, because that's a little too orangey. Yeah, I think that guy. Would have helped if I had gotten the pen out from underneath here before I did that, so that I could have written the color. Here we go. 3078, which I don't know that I have that color, but it can go onto the list of colors to order, and that's easy peasy, not lemon squeezy, because this color is butter. I love this thing. This is so useful. It costs like 25 bucks or something, but it's just so much easier than going through all the colors you own and then having to look at a like online color chart where you can't tell if the colors are actually accurate. Let's see, 3078. I'm fairly certain I don't have that one, but I will double check anyway. 3078. Nope. Doesn't look like it, so that can go on the list of things to buy. Let's not dox people because I made notes about where to send stuff. I don't have my other pen on here. That's okay. It's fine. Okay. Butter. And we decided that was number 3078. Okay. I guess that's the other thing. I'm wearing a wrist brace today. Wrist brace. That's what my face wanted to say. Just because the cold is making everything act up. Which is not like a shock. It's just like annoying. Like, it's already cold. Can we not have extra problems? I think I'm gonna pull out the ones where I need to buy thread colors for now. Because I don't know, that just makes sense to me to keep those separate. That's not one that needs to get pulled out. You can go back in there, buddy. Oh, my laptop is sure chugging today. Yikes. It's not as warm as it usually is, though, because it's freaking cold in here. Okay. Brain, please. Brain, please. I need to make sure to not set those in the scrap paper pile. Let's do robin egg, which is this one. Yeah. Did I put that back? I did. I just have no memory of doing so. That works. That's probably too bright. That's close. I think that'll be good. Ah, stretchies. And other things. Legendary Super Lesbian. Oh my god, thank you so much for looking after me, Legendary Super Lesbian. I appreciate you and the work that you do. Okay, stretchies. I'm gonna be gentle with my right wrist today. Oh wait. I think I know who this is, perhaps. Yes, okay. I was like, wait, is it time for Kettle to change their username again? It is. Love that. It took me a second. I was like, how does this new person have so many channel points all of a sudden? I think that's probably my favorite one yet. Not gonna lie. That's great. 'Tis the season for name changes. Oh, stretching. Okay, hydrate, and then I get a little treat. I still need to add a image and sound for wrist stretches. God, my brain is just... It's okay, she doesn't need to work hard today. Okay, we're gonna have a little yellow candy. But I did add one for the little treat today. This morning, while I was trying to convince myself to not get started because it was too early. What am I doing? I'm saying that I did all of those because I did all of those. All right. Yeah, it is. And it's a banger. Oh, that's gonna be part of why. This is a remix from Kumu, I'm guessing is how you pronounce that, but I don't really know. There. Alright. I hadn't minimized Spotify, which meant that it was still rendering, so maybe that's part of why my laptop was slow. How are you? You seem close. Is there a better color somewhere? No, it's too blue. Let me look in Posca. Yeah. I think that other one is probably our best bet. But let me look at this guy. Yeah, no, I think the other one's better. All right. I don't think so. At least I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a possibility. I do hang out in streams where people use various musics, so it's possible I heard it before. Oh, gotcha. do think that... Wow, brain, please. The Super Mario Sunshine music is probably the best. Just period. I had another... Where did I... Why am I like this? I had another pen. Where did I set it? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. It's gone forever. There it is. Good Lord. I'm just like that. Oy. It be one of them days. My brain no be working. Worse than normal. Which is kind of impressive if we're being honest. Yeah. Nintendo sure does like to be a butthole about everything all the time. You are Aqua. And BG15. This one is light Aqua? Yep. Yeah. It's the equivalent of overclocking or something, I guess, but the other way around. If you freeze the server, then it can do new and interesting things, like short circuit. Why is the beginning of that song so frickin' loud? There we go.
Now, here comes the music.
That's crooked as hell, but that's okay. Not that big a deal. This is gonna be darker than this color probably, but that's actually pretty close. Huh, I beat you to it, Streamlabs. I had already de-shrimped. Get wrecked. Because dancing to this song while you're sitting down requires you to unshrimp. Okay, I do think that I have a thread color that matches this, but let's find out. Because I think that's, well, that's a little bit too desaturated actually. Maybe I don't. Thought I did. I thought I had something. That's too blue, not enough green. Alright, perhaps I've been defeated. Let's look at the thingy. Try to not knock anything over. Maybe that might be the closest. What I'm getting from this is that DMC really needs to work on their teal colors. Yeah, because that's... Yeah, I think 964 is the closest. Which I don't think I have, but I will double check. Did line 6-4. No. Alright. On to the list it goes. I have a blanket on my lap today because, again, cold, but it's a tortilla blanket, so it looks like a tortilla, which is fun and exciting, I guess. And some description. Oh, I haven't been erasing the lines off of this. I should do that. Like, I lightened up the lines, but I didn't fully erase after we wrote stuff on them. Here we go. That looks better. Okay, so we got robin's egg into the pile. I should denote ones that I need to buy thread colors for with a pencil so that I can erase it once I get the thread color. This one, there was another one, cobalt teal, that's what it was. All right. We did robin egg, which I didn't check off. So let's do that. I'm just gonna go down the list because that's gonna make me think less, which is probably good. So I want to do a warm gray and I want to do a cool gray. The warm gray I have is Daniel Smith, Joseph Z's Warm Gray or something like that. I'm just gonna call it Warm Gray because I don't know who Joseph Z is. Like, I like his color, but I don't need to know you. Sorry. And that's super easy for Copics because they have grays listed as warm gray or cool grays. So that's nice and simple. But figuring out other stuff is going to be a little bit more difficulty. Because not everything has warm and cool as their gray colors. Because yeah, I think these are mostly cool grays. Thinking vaguely. I do have warm gray and cool gray thread colors because I bought those recently. If they will fully match is a different issue, but I do have a lot of different grays. You don't need to be out here. Though I don't think I have all of them out here at the moment. Like this one is a cool gray. This one's a blue-based gray. And this one is a warmer gray, but darker. Thank you, Thread, for just flinging yourself all over the room. That was very helpful of you. Okay. But let me get the watercolor down on this so that I can color match better. I do have some of this on my palette. I just wanted to pull out the tube so that I got the name right. Because this one is like a red-based gray. I said gray was an underappreciated color in somebody else's stream the other day, and somebody LOL'd at it, and I still really don't understand what they thought was funny about that. Gray is an underappreciated color. It's just so versatile. Like, don't get me wrong. There are definitely bad grays in the world. Like, I don't know, the new Landlord Special gray. But I think that one's well, actually, I think that's pretty close. We'll do that. I was gonna say I think it's too dark, but then I changed my mind. This one is Daniel Smith. Joseph Z. Warm gray. And we've got Copic. This is W9. Then I don't know what else. This one is more yellow warm than red warm, which is fine. It's just a little bit different. There's this, let's name that. And don't ask me which way I'm spelling gray, it's random. I spell it with an A and an E, and it's just, there is no rhyme or reason to how I'm spelling it at any given time. It's just random. I think this Mars Black is kind of in the same camp here and a little bit warmer, so I might do that and then pick a DMC thread color. Because for colored pencils, they really don't differentiate between those often. But let me check just in case here. So I'm pretty sure they just have like light gray, gray, dark gray for these ones. Yeah, and those all look blue-based to me, which is not uncommon. Yeah, those are definitely blue-based. So those will be good for the cool gray, but not for the warm gray, which is what we're doing right now. So I think I just said I was going to do something. Mars Black, that's what I said I was going to do. Which I think is this one? Is that you? Did I put you in the same space? Oh god, I'm so smart sometimes. Sometimes I remember what I did days ago, like a normal person would, and that just means I'm super smart, in case anybody was wondering. This is the wrong size pen. Okay, and then we're gonna need to decide on a thread color. Which I will do after I do this. That makes more sense. There is a thread color that I have that I'm thinking of, and I don't remember the number off the top of my head. Is it this one? I think that's pretty close, but that one's a little bit bluer. I think. I swear I did have a warp gray at some point. It may just not be out here. That's brown. That doesn't help me. You're also very blue. So I know I definitely have a warm gray, but I think I just don't have it out here. Because it's not one that came with my kit. So. Oh, I'm sorry, I just hit the mic. That was probably loud. This is gonna shock you all. I just put my finger in wet paint. I do think 646 is closest, which I don't think is one that I have. Yeah. 646 is our beastie, I think. So that can go on the list of thread colors to buy. I'm sure this seems, I don't know, to somebody who didn't know about threads, this could seem like I'm buying a lot of stuff for a project that isn't guaranteed to happen or isn't guaranteed for me to use, which is fair, but embroidery floss is so cheap. Like, it's 99 cents a bundle of thread, so it's really a skein. It's called a skein, but it's really not that bad. And also, once I have the thread colors, I can use them for other stuff too. So it's not a bad deal. The only issue is like if you're buying them online, so if my local Joann's or whatever doesn't have them, if I'm buying online, I have to buy 2 skeins because otherwise they decide that it isn't worth it to ship you something that's 99 cents or 69 cents or whatever, less than $1, which can be frustrating. But in the grand scheme of things, not that big a deal. Okay, so this one, I know that I'm gonna throw paint all over the place apparently. But also, I'm gonna use Payne's Gray for this. Which is a blue-based gray. But I'm just gonna name it Cool Gray. I just set that pen someplace else again. Why do I keep doing this? Cool Gray. So I know if you aren't used to it, it probably doesn't look that different, but so Cool Gray is on the left, Warm Gray is on the right, and you can definitely tell when you see them next to each other. So like this one is clearly blue, right? And this one is Mumble Mumble. I think the warm grays are a little bit less distinct in general, but this one is red based. I can just tell because I stare at things a lot, I guess. But it's definitely clearer to see when it's next to each other versus just seeing one or the other. You're like, yep, that's gray. Guessing Cool Gray 9. Let's see. That about, yeah. So there's that. I could use one of the colored pencils, I think. I think the dark gray will probably go with that pretty well. Nah, I don't like it. Maybe the graphite. It's not like close. I could also do the Timberwolf gray, actually. I think I'll do that. I changed my own mind. Which one is that? Is that you? No. You? No. Oh. Did I not? Oh. Oh, it's their version of Payne's Gray. That's why. I have a brain. No, I don't. I didn't realize it said Payne's Gray when we were swatching those. I was just like, Timberwolf, that's a fun color. So let's do Copic. This is Cool Gray 9. It's just C9 for the color number. And then Beam Paints Timberwolf Gray. I could call it their Payne's Gray, but I like the Timberwolf name. Oh, Timber Golf. Yeah, that's definitely what I meant. Thanks, brain. That's super helpful of you. Yeah, I'm tired. And cold. Which is not a shock, but still. I did warn that this was probably going to be a shorter stream because chilly. Or at least I said that on Tumblr. Maybe I didn't say that anyplace else. Now that I think about it. That's fine. This color did split a lot when we did it on wet on wet. But it stayed pretty together when we did wet on dry, so hopefully it won't split too much now. Although this paper isn't great for soaking up the pigment, so we'll see. It's not a huge deal if it does split, but I'd rather the card look nice. Because this may shock you, I'm very particular about how I do things. I have control issues. The issue is that I don't control everything. Har har. No. I think this one's light, but I think that's a pretty good blue gray to put in there. So we'll do that. I can't write today. I just did a B instead of a D. Like, girl, get it together. Okay, punching holes. That's what I'm doing next. And the chances of me sticking my hand in wet paint again are very high. Yeah, it's splitting a little bit, but not as bad. I was gonna say I also have somebody else streaming today who's doing a special event. So I might want to go hang out there and bully them with my money. Even though I did some of that yesterday, I might do more of it because I can. I have this power. But yeah, it's really cold over here. I can feel it wafting in. Oh, this can go back in the box. There we go. Where? There. It is foggy as hell outside. It looks like I live in Silent Hill, but Frozen edition. Oh, I didn't tie a knot. Doy. Maybe I want to glue the edges down on this thread. Because that was not the best knot I've ever made. So it's going to end up sitting funny. But I have the technology to just glue this down and not even make it an issue, so let's do that. There. Now I just need to not set it on top of the other ones until it's dry. Okay, you sit over there. We have now done warm and cool gray. And warm gray is the one that needs the thread. I think I do 2 more cards and then I end because I am getting very cold. I guess I should finish my tea too. That would be a good thing to do. Yeah, it's chilly. And I don't know, when it gets this cold, I don't sleep particularly well. So I also had a bunch of weird dreams last night. And just generally, my joints don't like it when it's cold, so I feel kind of crummy and blah, 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 blah. But I streamed so much this last week because I did extra streams for Christmas. So I'm not feeling too bad about doing a shorter stream today. Some days that would bother me, but not today. Let's do Burnt Sienna next. Are you Burnt Sienna? No, you're Mars Violet. Close, but no cigar. There you are. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. Is this the right color for that? Do I have it out already? Maybe. We'll see about that. I do have a Burnt Sienna Copic, and I believe I have colored pencil Burnt Sienna too. God, my hip hurts so bad today. I wish that it would not. Not there. Maybe in here. Yeah. And I have other like behind the scenes things that I need to do. Sienna. Not Burnt Sienna. We'll see how that goes. So I have some work to get done on. Oh, I guess I didn't show you guys that today. I finished the green critters. So this is done now. I need to, oh gosh, it's gotten a lot lighter out in the past like 3 minutes. Let me turn down this. That's better. So I finished our critters. So I need to scan this and start making it into a sticker sheet, which is going to be a background thing, I think. And I also need to make the coloring sheet out of the line art of this that I already scanned. So that's a off-stream thing, I think. Just because, I don't know, it's boring, I guess is the short answer. It's boring, and I need to sit and stare at it really hard, so I think these are a little different, but I'm gonna go with it. I think that thread color is a little bit too dull. Not dull, that's not a nice thing to say. A little less saturated than what I'm looking for. But I think, well, maybe that one is alright. This one is darker, but close. Oh, I bet there's a thread color that I have that I ran out of, and I bet that's the one that I want for this. It's like 400 and something. Where did I set that? It was literally right here. Where did I put it? It's right in front of my face. It's that kind of day. Where the frick frack did that come from? Nobody knows. It was 434, but I don't think that's quite right. Yeah, that's a bit too yellow. So maybe 801 is our beast here. Yeah. All right. I changed my own mind. We're doing that one. me write these colors. Maybe I'm just doing this one and then we're ending, because my hip hurts. Bean paints. Burnt sienna. Or maybe I'll just sit here and chat a bit. I don't know. We have Copic, that is also burnt sienna. E09, so pigment on that guy. Then we have Primsacolor. Which I just spelled that wrong. That's fine, which is just Sienna Brown, alright. Sienna Brown. And DMC 801. Yeah, it would have been smart to do the... Well, I haven't started yet. I was going to say, it would have been smart to do the holes for this first, since I've already decided what color I'm doing. But we still have that power. I was getting ahead of myself. Come here, please. Thank you. There we go. Is that the same color? It is! Look at that. I don't even need to thread a needle, because I already have one. Perfect.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Yep. Part of the reason why I just leave threads on stuff is because it makes it easier to see which eye size is right for the amount of threads I'm using. But also it's just in case I run out of something. There's a little bit extra just hanging out there, just waiting to help. I will warn people that I'm gonna raid Lib again. Because I like Lib. I enjoy their company. And also they're doing an event. So they've been working on a subathon since September, which would have been in September. And so this is the last hurrah before they finally end their never-ending subathon. They didn't think that their fans were going to go as buck wild as they did. So I think that's funny for one. But it also means that somebody whose company I enjoy will be streaming like all day today, which means I can just sit there and vibe and hang out with people, which is great. And as much as I would love to do that at some point, I do not think that I'm capable of it. I don't know. I hit 3 hours here and I'm like, I am turning into a pumpkin. I need to go home. It'll probably be better once I get like an actual set space that I can do stuff in. I also need to confront my fear of people perceiving me eating. That's something that needs to be done. Because I'm fat. And people get really weird about you eating when you're fat. So I kind of have a learned fear there. Because I haven't always been fat. It used to be fine. Which would mean that I could actually eat on stream or take a break and eat and then not have to leave for a meal in betweenies. But once I get it set up, I'll be able to use the actual mic because I'll have less extraneous sounds. And, you know, have a door that closes and stuff like that. And then I'll be able to use like my stand-up mic and the headset or the headphones that doesn't hurt my head after a while. And then I think we'll do better at longer streams then, probably, as I get used to stuff. I still need to erase your lines. Is your glue dry? Not quite yet. Yeah, the Timberwolf did split a little bit, but not as bad as wet on wet. But we do have some lines to erase on this guy. Man, I know so many of my online friends who got COVID over the holidays, which is really unfortunate. I hope everybody heals up, doesn't have issues, because yikes. Which is like not blaming anybody, just to be clear. There was a spike coming up anyway. So even if you're careful, there's only so much to be done around it. It's just unfortunate. And it would be nice if society as a whole would acknowledge that, in fact, it isn't over. And in fact, it was never over. We had a chance, but we blew it. I think it's... I was going to say, it is smart to keep this in here, but I have to pull everything that's in the little package out whenever I do that. But I know that if I just leave... You know what I can do? You know what I can do? I can leave this in my little jar over here, instead of having to pull this stuff out all the time. I think that works. Because it came with other... It's a bookbinding guide, so it came with other tools. So there's some waxed thread and needles and like instructions for stuff, which I'm not really using because I'm not using this device the way that it was intended. But that's okay. You're still drying. You do that. We've got a few that need thread colors. I'll leave these ones on top just so that I can find them again. Do I have anything else to say? I don't know. Yeah. So there's this guy, which the whole kit itself costs like 20 bucks, I think. I'm thinking that I want to bind some of the watercolor paper that I like together to do like a swatch book at some point, so that I can swatch all of my art supplies and have it all in one place. I saw somebody who organizes theirs, it was just for watercolor, but organizes each page by color So you have like a page for the reds and you have a page for the purples and stuff like that. I might try to do it that way, except have it be like a multimedia book. So I'd have my reds in, Copic and acrylic and watercolor and colored pencil and whatever else on a page. But having the different pages for the different colors seems like a good way to have space to add things without, like, add new colors or new paints without making it feel like it's out of order, which would drive me insane. I could also just hole punch paper and put it in like a 3-ring binder so I could rearrange stuff, but I don't know. There's something that I want to do, but I haven't decided how to do it yet, I guess. Do I have anything else to say today? I don't think I do. I'm pretty boring today. I think part of that is just that I streamed more than normal this week. And I'm not an exciting person even under the best of times, but so I don't always have a lot of fun stories to tell about what I've been doing, but because I've mostly been streaming, and when I'm not streaming, working on stickers, I don't have anything very exciting to talk about. I don't say that as a dig at myself. I enjoy being a boring person. I never leave the house. I do my little tasks by myself, and I like it that way. I like being boring. I like having stability, especially after this year, because there was a lot of stability missing this year for me. Okay, these two I think can go in here now. I think that glue's dried enough that it won't be an issue. Yeah, a lot of people say that to be mean to themselves, and I don't mean it that way, but I understand why people might think that I'm insulting myself. I'm not. I think I'll just stick these guys on top just so that I have them all in the same spot. Yeah, we're hitting the point where, I don't know if you can see that there. Let's hold it like this. Where we have too many for the container. So maybe I need to stop doing this and just save the other. Well, will you catch when I open you? Okay, as long as they aren't crunching themselves when I'm opening the container, that's not that bad. There are a few more colors that I have on the list that I want to add in. And that's how many cards I have left here. Oh, you know what I could do? I mean, I can see if just the plain cards fit, but plain cards, not playing cards. But since I don't have the threads on it, the size is going to be a little bit different because the thread makes it puff up a bit. So let's see how this goes, because I'm pretty sure when I cut cards I measured. Yeah, so that catches for sure. So maybe we're gonna have 2 containers of cards. Although this being the container doesn't really mean anything. I just had these containers sitting around and they're nice containers, so I was like, I'll use that. So they don't all need to fit in here. This is just a good solution for stuff I already had. But I do have, actually, I have some tea that I need to throw out that's in one of their bigger tins, so maybe I can use that. And that'll work. I really need to go through my tea and throw some stuff out, because it's old and smells kind of funky, so I don't want to drink it. This is the problem with having so many different kinds of tea at any given moment. You don't go through it all fast enough. And I'm about to order more tea because I can, and so I will. Oh, also, if anybody wants to try out my tea company, I think they still do a thing where I can send new customers an email that gives them $5 off their order. So if anybody cares about that, I can do that. I'm not sure people do care, but I'll offer anyway. But unfortunately, a bunch of the teas, I say a bunch, 2 of the 3 teas my brother and I liked in the advent calendar set aren't available for purchase individually, which is really disappointing. I'm actually going to leave a review on the website and be like, this is great. I love the advent calendar. It's super fun, and I hope you keep making them, but also it's really disappointing when you fall in love with a tea and then the only place you can get it is in the advent calendar. That seems like bad marketing, you know? Okay, I'm trying to arrange things so that it's not a hot mess when I come back to stream on Tuesday, but let's be real, it's always a hot mess. Okay, that's that. These are that. Cool. Those are all those. You need to stay over here, as do you. That can go over here. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm shuffling and organizing things a little bit. You also need to stay out here, please. By the time I stream next, we will know what the color of the month is for January, the first color of the month of 2024. So hopefully I'll have an idea that we can work on instead of doing these cards some more. If I don't, though, I don't know. Maybe I'll just sit here and do weird stuff. Yeah! Yeah, that would be so good. Well, I mean, like, part of the point of having an advent calendar is trying a bunch of teas without committing to one, right? So it would make sense to have those be available in your shop so that if people like them, they're there. Unless, I don't know, they used to have them available and they didn't sell well or something, but yeah, I'll probably leave a message on their thing. Or maybe ask about it. I guess it's possible that the teas were sold out and that's why they didn't come up in the search, but that's unusual, I think, for them. Because usually, unless it's like a fully discontinued tea, they'll have it show up in the search and then just say this isn't available until XYZ. But there is a Robos one that I really liked that had a bunch of warm spices in it. So it had like cloves and cardamom and stuff like that in it. And I really liked that one. The double ginger one was the first one in the calendar I had, and I definitely liked that one best. I love ginger. I love ginger. And then there was one that my brother liked that they didn't have available. And I didn't like, it looked like there used to be a page for the Robos one that I liked, but it wasn't there anymore. But the one that my brother liked, it was like chocolate bourbon bonbon or something. Didn't have a page at all. So I don't know, but I think that one's been in the calendar before. Okay, I finished my tea. I should turn this off. No, I don't want to change your temperature. I want you to be off. Thank you. Let's go bother Lib, shall we? I guess I should take a photo of what I did in case they ask. I'm guessing that there's going to be some mayhem there, but I'll just do a little boop, boop, boop. Or I could just make a huge mess. That's also valid. But we did get a lot more of these done, so I feel better about that. So thank you for giving me the space to work on things that I have difficulty working on when I don't have a body double partner. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I'm always, I don't know. I had a moment about this last night too. I'm always surprised that people like enjoy my company, which is silly. And like, I'm aware that I'm being silly about it. Oh, no worries at all, Harley. I'm totally fine with you just vibing here. You don't gotta chat. I mean, I appreciate a chat, but it's all good. And good luck with your achievements. Those are always, I don't know. I say fun, but they're also can be very frustrating. I did post a reel today, TikTok, whatever you want to call it, about the hack that I told you guys for the little piece of the plastic when we were packing stickers. So I did post that. Yeah. 'Tis the season for your games to give you a bunch of extra things to do. Let's see. Make sure that brush is clean, and let's put that away. Let's also put this away because we have the technology and it will make life easier the next time we come back. Do I have anything else to say? I don't know that I do. Say something nice about myself. Brain? Yeah, my brain just short-circuited. I'll come up with something in a second. I'm just gonna sit here and dance, even though you can't see it. I'm swaying back and forth gently. I'm really pleased with myself and the amount of new media I consumed this year, actually. So, my New Year's resolutions are always a lot vaguer than what people would normally do. So I don't say I want to lose 50 pounds or whatever, because that's not conducive to me being healthy in my own mind, because a lot of things you can change and a lot of things you can't change. And the things that I can change, I can say, I want to consume more new media because I rewatch stuff a lot. So I would like to add some new things to that docket, which I did this year. So I, wanted to read more books. I have completed so far this year 69 books. I'm on the right track to finish 2 more before the end of this year. We'll see if that happens. I'm not pushing it too hard. I watched a bunch of new shows that I hadn't watched before. I played a lot of new indie games that I hadn't played before, which was my goal for year before last, was to play more indie games, and I did that. So I'm actually pretty pleased with myself, especially during this year, for making a commitment to bettering myself and sticking with it even when things were really difficult. And I'm proud of myself for choosing goals that are achievable even when I'm having a rough time, and that make me a better person in general. So that's like 3 to 5 things that I'm proud of myself for. So there you go. Oh, I do have a sound alert to add to that that I should do at some point. You know what I can do? I can do that right now, maybe. Well, we're live. Is that a smart idea for my computer? Probably not, but we can manage it. And then I will go raid Lib, because I want to go hang out with Lib. And I would like to get warm, because it's chilly. Are we up past -5? We're all the way up to -1, guys. We made it. Tropical weather. It was -5 when I started stream, so. Oh, girl. She does not want to do this, but we can. I believe in us. This is for compliment. Let's do this. I don't need it to be 10 seconds. I think it's more like 5 seconds max, the thing that I picked. I want to change the font to this one. Visuals and sound. Or you could just be weird, that's fine too. Because I already have the file saved because I was being crazy the other day. I say that as if I'm not always crazy. So this is another one from a Vine, because all of my alerts are going to be Vines, because that's when my brain stopped developing, I guess, save changes. So that should work now. and I will test it out myself. Oh, weightlifting, that's exciting. And good luck. I should do some sort of something about that. Yeah, that's great. I'm proud of you, Harley. Good work. Let me... Where did I put it? This one. Oh, that's definitely the wrong thing. I do have some, like, little hand weights. This one. This is the one that I want. Oh, I forgot that I have cooldown, and it applies to me. That should be illegal. I can test it. We will test the alert. Send test alert.
Oh my god, why can't you just take the freaking compliment?
There you go. That's definitely too long, so I should make that shorter. Is it more like 3 seconds? Let's see. This is a clip from a Vine, so it's even shorter than an actual Vine.
Oh my god, why can't you just take the freaking compliment?
Yeah, that's closer. Alright. Oh, I have trash in my pocket. Oh, I also have a pen that I brought out. Because I brought it to my room and it doesn't need to be in there. It needs to be out here. And I forgot until I put my hand in my hoodie pocket. As you do. I will reject that because it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go bother Lib now. Now that I've rambled and, I don't know. Short stream. Thank you for being patient with me while it is so cold. I'll be back on Tuesday. At the afternoon time, the later time, the not this time. I love Lib. I truly do. They're so fun. And I'm sure that Roy is continuing to make Lib suffer. So, yeah, so we will go raid Lib. We've raided Lib before. I'm pretty sure we raided Lib last time. And yeah, again, I'll warn people who haven't heard this warning before. Lib's stream is much more chaotic than mine. There's a lot of sounds, there's a lot of images. So if you're prone to overstimulation, it may not be the place for you. But Lib is a very nice person and does cool art. And they have a convention coming up and didn't make any stickers yesterday, so we should bully them into making stickers. Because they need to get prepared. So thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. And thanks for, I don't know, existing where I can see you. And letting me exist where you can see me. Oh, we could do that. Let's just do, like, have you made any stickers? With an emote. If you have one of my emotes, that's great. If you don't have my emotes, you can add any sort of stickers, or any sort of stickers, thank you, Brain, any sort of emote you want on the end of that. A general dance one would be good, I think. But do whatever you feel like. You can vibe. So if you want to copy that, and we will spam that in Libstream. Thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. And if you can't do that for yourselves, please do it for me. The timer is going down so fast. Okay, bye!